everybody. I just thought I would check in, let everybody know how I've been doing. Busy, actually. I've been going to school, basically, for like the past year, keeping busy that way. I mainly started school because my mother, the year before, right after my lap band surgery, she somewhere along the line lost her husband, and then we were noticing for a long time she had dementia on top of her other issues and everything. And I had to take her in to get her looked at, and found out she had a brain tumor. Had that removed, and her psychological problems got worse, and we had a family battle over who got custody and that kind of fun thing that happens with families. During the part where we took her into the hospital, she actually threatened to kill me. That's probably when you start seeing my hair in the YouTube videos turn red, because after she threatened to kill me, I changed my hair color and just said, the hell with it, I'm gonna just change everything about myself and just go on. And what happened was, sorry for the dogs, I have to go outside because my stupid computer stopped working. Anyway, so what happened was that shortly after that, I went ahead and started school because I wanted to just completely change everything. Heck, I was losing a lot of weight and whatnot, and wanted to go to school and, you know, do a different career, because I had previously one back surgery and my lower back was still giving me trouble even after the surgery. And basically what happened was, during the time I was going to school, I was also working part-time and trying to, you know, keep my family together and at our old house, or at our house we had before we actually had to move. And I found out that my back went out again, so I had to have a second back surgery. So now I have a three level spinal fusion going from L3 to S1, and the recovery for that has been awful. And I didn't keep up with my lap band while I was going to school because, you know, I was doing fine. I was still losing weight and wasn't thinking much about it or whatever. Just took care of everything else around me, and I was very busy. And my mother was given to me just about, what was it? My brother had some issues where he didn't take good care of her, and so I eventually got my mom and got her before I even got out of the last class I took, which was in the summer. And what happened was that she went crazy and started hitting my kids, and we had to put her in the nursing home like about a week or two after my surgery, that I had my back surgery. The plan is that whenever our other house, you know, we had a very nice house in Fort Worth that we're trying to keep, and since I had no way of making money, either by going to school for tuition and getting some money that way, or making money by going, back to work, because I really couldn't do anything, because with the back surgery that I had, you're not allowed to bend, you're not allowed to lift, and you're not allowed to twist. So, of course, that took a lot of work out of me. So, what has happened is that my dad was planning on giving me his house in the country, and so I could take care of my mom. And when I came out here was just before, like about 2 weeks prior to my back surgery, and then my mom went crazy after my back surgery, and I've been really busy ever since. I mean, not one day had there been not something that was going on with either the family who was, you know, trying to do something, or, you know, whatever. It's a big responsibility to take care of somebody, especially when they're mentally ill like that. And she's put now in a nursing home, and I finally had time to take time for myself, and my back is starting to feel a little better to where I can move around, but I have a lot of hip issues to where I have burning, like, nerve sensation in my hip. My left hip hurts really bad. Sometimes I can if I even sit down or stand up or in certain position, I have like a sharp pain, like someone stabbed me with a knife in the side or whatever. And I can't stand very long to cook food for my family, and it's been awful. And I've put on 20 pounds since all this started because of the inactivity from, gosh, I've started working on this whole back issue since last February of, heck, this is February 2012. I started really having major issues with it in February 2011 where I couldn't even move. So it's been a whole year that I've been like sitting up with no job, you know, nothing to do really except for, you know, trying to rest this back of mine until they decided what they wanted to do with me. And the doctor wanted to put like these electrical trodes in my back, and I was like, I'm not going for that. And, you know, there's a lot of things I won't do. And I said, you either going to do surgery or don't include me on these weird things that I have to do, because they wanted to put a battery in my butt and then put these electrical jumpers in your back to where it jumps the pain, which didn't really fix the problem or whatever. It just kind of masked over it a little bit, and you'll have to have your battery replaced every 8 years, so your butt has to have a surgery on your rear end every time, and you have to sit on a battery charger. And I'm not really into sitting on battery chargers and thinking that I have to sit down for too long, especially when I know I have a weight issue with a predisposition to diabetes or whatnot. I was like, unless you can find me a battery charger that worked inside of the car, you know, like, because I'm bad about even charging my cell phone, there's no way that you're going to get me to do anything. But, you know, I had taken time out to have my lap band looked at yesterday. My dad was kind enough to, because I don't have any money right now and whatnot, because I'm not working, and my husband just found a job in this area we moved to, that in the country. There's no jobs out in the country. There's no jobs out here. And the poor guy just found a job, and they're working him to death right now, and we're not even making a paycheck, and my dad went ahead and paid for me to go see the doctor to get it looked at for my lap band, just to see where it was sitting at, because I had a feeling that it's been 3 years since I've had maintenance on the stupid thing, and it's because of all this trash I had to deal with, and not enough time, and dealing with back insurance payments and stuff, and dealing with all them, making sure I have all these people paid like they're supposed to be. And I found out that my lap band has slipped a little, and they didn't want to do a fill yesterday. Instead, they wanted to release it, and they pulled all the fluids out, and hopefully that the stomach will go back and reset. Oh, they said that your stomach actually develops scar tissue from the lap band. So I didn't know that, but I'm learning. What can you do? I'm a little terrified that, you know, I know I've put on 20 pounds from not being very active, but I'm terrified that I might put on more weight, especially with not having a constriction there of any kind. But I am staying to my rules of what I need to do, at least to help me stay, because the important part is the calorie intake, and as long as I got that down, I'm okay. As long as the hunger doesn't come back, and I try not to give in to temptation, we'll be fine. But that's where I've been, and why I haven't been online. I've been so tied up with all my personal issues and whatnot that I just couldn't keep up with my YouTube vlogging or whatnot at the time. And hopefully if I get everything situated, I can get back to it again. I really want the gastric sleeve if I could ever afford to do so, because I really don't like the maintenance that has to be done for going in to get fills and unfills or whatnot for lap band. I'd rather have a gastric sleeve where I wouldn't have to go to the doctor so much, because the nearest place to go to for something like that is, God, 100 miles away, and it just takes too long to get somewhere from here. But anyway, that's my update. I'm sorry if I rambled too long, but I just want to let y'all know that I didn't forget to update my YouTube. I've been thinking about it for a while, and it's just been really busy. And I'll see y'all guys later. Bye.